Today's editorial is based on Maharashtra Governor Bhagat Singh Koshyar's letter to Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray. Before analyzing this editorial, we will see Article 159 of the Constitution. Just read Article 159 of the Constitution, that is related to oath or affirmation by the governor. While taking oath, governor uses the word protect and defend the Constitution and the law, and that I will devote myself to the service and well-being of the people of. After taking this oath or affirmation by the governor, it is the duty of the governor to abide constitution and honor constitutional values. Now we will read the editorial to understand. The Maharashtra governor is communalizing the government response to the pandemic. Maharashtra Governor Bhagat Singh Koshyar's intemperate letter to Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray, in which he mocked the latter, questioning his faith and even took a jibe at secularism. Jibe means uphaas, mazak, an unkind or offensive remark. Just see the contradiction. Under Article 159, the governor has taken oath to follow the constitution, to abide by the constitution, and the preamble of the constitution, where the word secularism is explicitly written. Now, Maharashtra Governor Bhagat Singh Koshyar's intemperate letter. Intemperate means showing a lack of control and even took a jibe at secularism. A fundamental tenet of the constitution is disgraceful. Fundamental tenet, fundamental principle, tenet means usul. His letter, written purportedly his letter written purportedly to seek an early reopening of temples, could have urged that without the accompanying scorn and derision. Scorn and derision. Scorn means contempt, mazammat, hikarat, and derision has also the same meaning. Scorn, mockery, contempt. The governor could have the governor could have put his words without using these mocking words. The governor reduced himself to the level of a troll warrior by declaring that our gods and goddesses have been condemned to remain in lockdown and wondering whether the CM has suddenly turned secular. He wrote to the CM that the latter used to be a strong votary of Hindutva and cited his visits to temples as proof. Just see the language of the governor. This forces the conclusion that the intent, purpose, and premise of the letter were all wrong. Premise means assumption. This forces the conclusion that the intent, purpose, and premise of the letter were all wrong. A person's faith in Hinduism and its practice is not Hindutva. The constitution envisages no role for a CM's faith in his functioning. Faith has no role to function as a chief minister. Moreover, it is not the governor's job to interfere in the daily functioning of an elected government. Communication between the governor and CM must be perfectly civil and respectful, besides being constitutionally appropriate, and at any rate, restrictions on gatherings at places of worship as a measure to combat a pandemic are not related to the concept of secularism. His warped, his warped logic apart, Warped means corrupt, pervert, degrade. His warped logic apart, Mr. Koshyari has a track record of privileging his political fealties. Fealties is wafadari over norms and proprietary. His warped logic apart, Mr. Koshyari has a track record of privileging his political fealties over norms and propriety, and the editorial recalls Governor's earlier track record by citing an example. In November 2019, he held a swearing-in for BJP leader Devendra Fadnavis as the state's chief minister in a dubious attempt to preempt the formation of a Shiv Sena-led alliance government. He continued to wade into political controversies in a manner unbecoming of his office. Mr. Thackeray rightly reminded the governor of the fact that secularism was a key component of the constitution and the need to take care of people while being sensitive to their beliefs and sentiments. Mr. Thackeray also descended into avoidable grandstanding in the latter by reiterating his own Hindutva credentials and revisiting earlier tussles with the governor. The editorial says that Chief Minister should not have reiterated his own Hindutva credential, and he should have avoided his grandstanding in the latter by reiterating his own Hindutva credentials. NCP chief Sharad Pawar, on the other hand, called out the governor's ill-advised move in a letter to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in which he expressed shock and surprise that the letter was released to the media. The governor could convey his views to the CM, but the kind of language was unsuitable for someone holding a constitution office, Mr. Pawar pointed out. Maharashtra is fighting a battle against COVID-19, and all steps in this regard must be based entirely on a proper analysis of the situation. Any political considerations can only be damaging, and a communal one will be dangerous. It is unfortunate that the governor sought to insert himself into the situation in an, in an extremely unhelpful manner. He must retreat and let the Council of Ministers and the Chief Minister take decisions that they consider appropriate and timely. So, the whole issue is related to the wording of a governor. A governor is a constitutional post and he takes the oath of constitution, and he should not behave like he should not behave like a spokesperson of a political party. Once once a person takes a constitutional post, it is his duty to value the ideals of constitution, to abide by the constitution, and he should avoid controversies. The task of giving political statements should be left to the opposition leaders and other party functionaries. It is not necessary to show piety or faithfulness all the time while being in constitutional post. Thanks for listening.